Hello! It's been a while since the last time we've had an update. Let's get to it. Let me just check my retainers. I still have yet to get the cats. Anyway, targeted tragedy. Targeted. Not yet. I haven't done much since the last time I've done one of these episodes. I think I've done much. I have gotten... I think since last time I got Black Mage up to 100. And I don't know if I got anything else to 100. Oh, but I did get Paladin to 80, finally. Yeah, I've been playing this a lot of off and on. I haven't been playing it constantly, sadly. There's so many things to play and not enough time. I've been playing World of Final Fantasy, of course. I played Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, and actually got back into playing Pal World again because my friend got it, so we've been going through that. Yeah, so far we haven't. Oh, and for once, I am geared, hopefully, to an appropriate level. I'm at 728. A Bod Grimoire. I was still surprised that when we got our artifact weapons, I'm surprised we didn't get them from Genalt. But anyway, let's actually start. If you have a moment, Zedman, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. Is it voice acted? Nope. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right now. Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral, and the clear idea of where things should stand would be beneficial for all of us as well. First things first then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in considerable numbers of injuries and deaths. You don't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right, no additional reports have been logged as far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. When things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. King's resolves, authority is about the highest there is. Who's the man that can override it with such impunity? Alex, he lived in the age of the storm such as I did. Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electro technology, and it was he who established preservations for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goals seem noble enough. Explore treatments for living sickness. Design never keeps course, system, that sort of thing. What harm to people who was ostensibly trying to help? I do not pretend to fully understand Calic's motives, only that he appeared insisted by what he saw as mankind's failings. Concerned that the strategy of adapting our species through general succession was outdated. That evolution was required us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. We've already seen how now he employs the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conservation is their only hope for survival. And his life is assured for the 5,000 who registered their neo-regulators. This is merely one part of Calix's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calix's scheme, then only one option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Here's the thing. I got a really good hiding place for it. I could send it to the end of the universe. I got a place. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep, and I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you. Well, Garuj and Shale are working down that. I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for information that might lead us to Calix. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep, so shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. I have to speak with the city's administration about bringing in the Lands Guard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Toliolol. Alphino and Alize will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover the sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Zedman's group, if you'll have me. Sure, we can have a scholar. The more mouths ask questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. You'll change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calix. And the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. Can I do the drinks? I need to level up my connoisseur. I think that's... what was the name of the culinarian? I need to level that up. I've had so much food in my pack. Remember why I don't do voices. I don't know why just normal talking and then doing voices takes more out of me. Did he freeze up? Does that bench have wheels? Sorry, I was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? Made it well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death, and so they were for the longest time. Then, the moment mortality once again became an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. But you're bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calyx, nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for the country's future back into the hands of its citizens. And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I woke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then, we best not let you down. Now that you just move as a group, we don't know if our or when the battle might find us. Oh, if I believe someone came prepared for such an eventuality. Is that grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things most important to me. Oh, right. Grimoire. Summoner. Garnet was a summoner, white mage in 9, so she's probably also a summoner. I don't know why my brain went to scholar. Probably because we haven't seen another summoner since the summoner quest line. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. In that case, we might be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It will certainly be more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. The 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation then. Them and I will take the east. Very well, we shall end our patrol on the plaza just past True View and await you there. Okay, now I have to wait for everything to load. Oh, a kneecap. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Oh, that we will get a tidbit or 2. Oh, what escorting entails. Certain duties requires one NPC to be accompanying you to reject the quest your side, location. Okay. They just changed the little thingy. They changed the little escort thingy. Speak to me, Seymour. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day. But once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was also the day I first met Shell, though I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. Okay. Hello, sober citizen. Are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's going to happen again. And maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in that horrible accident. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen Sphinx said so. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky, and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday, and I thought I'd understand what that meant until it happened. He's fine. What has me in the fine mood, you ask? Well, I just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now that I've gone through with the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, only 3,800 have been filled. So if you still hesitate, you have not much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friend. When there's only a few slots left, it's going to get very ugly. Lend me a word. I think this man might do some murder. I feel like there was a new factor in these stories we've heard. One we haven't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room. Yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we normally think about. With the supplies of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from a recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around on the streets over to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if that was a pattern or not. Ooh, another bit of talking. Square of speaking? You do not have the talking square? You do not wield the talking spleen! So be silent and listen to the spleen. It's my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That was why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. They're the ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady who always greeted me with a smile. I hate for anything bad to happen to them. They're all dead now. Yeah, bro. Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Have you seen this banana? Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You may have some estimates on hand. Recalling parameters, injuries, 87 individuals, casualties, 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators, 0. You wish to know if the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators. I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I was sure that the ushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered around where there was a chore to clean up, but nothing else worth mentioning. Zimmerman, I think it's time we rejoin Growl and Sphene. I was half joking when my boss shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Did Growl say to meet them in the plaza just outside Trueview? Let's get going. I mean, we did see that anyone who was wearing the thingy turns to dust, because they just take all of the ether out of them. Wholesale when they die. So that's the reason why only the ones who didn't have regulators' bodies show up. Because the neo regulators are turned up to an 11. Well, I guess it would be a 13 or a 12. So essentially, you say that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators. Well, the numbers are still tentative and only appear to be on one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed their regulators was a priority target. Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries weren't wearing ones either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? They scare people to put on them. Based only on the lack of a new regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply fail to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulators at all, that clearly reject the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. Chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so, Calyx has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims, to stoke fear and panic. But there was no need to kill anyone. With the way things were, the people would have already fearful enough. Could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. Make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is to serve to another scheme, or he has some other need for the living lives he's taken. Yeah, let's just talk about the dust. Right, situation's worker story. She saw no bodies but mentioned piles of white dust. Dust but no bodies. Now, where have I heard that before? Do you recall when we went to save Erenville from the sentries in the outskirts? The usher, Mark, told us much the same. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had happened, what became of it. That both stories speak of missing remains and suspicious events, but the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm if the substance was present at the other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calyx's murderous actions. Zedman, we need to have... I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. I believe my members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Into the bag of teleportation! Baby, our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go. It works for Moogles. It'll work for you!
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone.
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me...
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother, please.
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
I could hear, but I don't wanna.
Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
The promise of tomorrow! Where? I guess it's a good time to check to make sure the recording was actually working. Because I haven't checked this entire time. I mean, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. Just checking the volume. Yeah, the volume's good. Okay. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard the sounds of fighting. I'm sorry. He must have fallen protecting the residents. Give me some pasta. Our comrade, you think he may have been struck down. If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. Wait, please, it isn't safe. You still need, rest. Would you stay with, Milo and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. I thank you. Please be careful yourself. I thought that was a door. Nope, that's the wall. His door is going to be alright then, I'm so glad. I've just finished my administrations here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul, he gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other, then all of a sudden it tried to kill me. I better know, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. Is it over? We came as soon as a request sent word. I'm sorry, but the time we arrived, he was already too late. And Gio could be in trouble too. Once we had this radius locked down, we need to find him. But why? Has something happened? Possibly. We're not sure what, but he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the radio sector, though, at least until we regain control over the sentries. Then we should search for Geode. I agree. Since most Oblivion members have sworn off regulars, if our theory holds true, then they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all cost. Evacuate the dome! Oh, thanks. Here, take these communicators. Add them to the pile. We've made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal, and have been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. Awaki has one too, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Good luck, and stay safe. Gio said he would sweep the surrounding areas, so he shouldn't have ventured too far. Let's get going. Have fun, Radius resident. Okay, Sphene. Please, Geo, please be safe. I'll look over the edge. No sign of Geo. Perhaps you should search further to the east. Let's search around the apartments first. Still no signs of Geode. Oh, so this crackles forth from the communicator. Geode, answer me. No response. Perhaps you should continue your search to the further to the east. He's in this blob of people. No signs of Geo. The neighboring radius would be the next logical place to look.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it. That dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells. Shit.
Don't reload. Wield it by the barrel. Use it as a club.
Damn you!
Especially don't throw it.
You can't be here! You need to run, now! A trap!
Well, you could probably get past the one you damaged.
Take care of the others, eh?
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
No.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
Also, to be fair, I still don't have the key anymore. I actually don't know where it is. This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul cell he left behind. Was that his twisted way of returning Geode to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. Even so, some might say even death was justified if it meant 5,000 endless could continue their immortal lives, and if a reflection stolen ether allowed for many more endless, why that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. Who could think that? Not I. Certainly not I. We know only too well that it's not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession, Zedman. If it falls to us, we will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents and reflections elsewhere. And with that, I'll call that an episode. I'll see you all in the next.